In today's video, we're breaking down the latest news about the Spotify UK subscription price hike, why it's happening, what it means for you, and how people are reacting. Spotify has officially announced another price increase for its premium subscriptions in the UK, sparking frustration among users. Emails have gone out to subscribers informing them that the individual premium plan will rise from $11.99 to $12.99 per month. Other tiers like Duo and Family are also seeing increases, though the exact amounts vary. This means if you're on the standard premium plan, you'll now be paying about £1 more every month, or nearly £156 a year, just to keep your ad-free music. So why is Spotify doing this? According to the company, the price increase is meant to, quote, ensure we can continue to innovate in changing market conditions and deliver the best audio content around the world. That's the official line. In simpler terms, Spotify says it needs the extra cash to keep improving the platform and to cover rising costs. But not everyone is buying that explanation. On social media, many UK users are furious. The phrase Spotify price hike started trending shortly after the emails went out, with countless people posting screenshots of their cancellation confirmations. Some are switching to competitors like Apple Music or YouTube Music, while others say they'll just go back to the free version with ads. This isn't the first time Spotify has raised its prices. In fact, the company has done so several times in recent years across different regions. Analysts say Spotify's global strategy is shifting from chasing user growth to focusing on profitability. After years of operating at a loss, they're now trying to boost what's called ARPU, average revenue per user. In other words, they want more money from each subscriber, not just more subscribers overall. The timing also isn't random. Inflation and rising costs have hit every part of the tech and entertainment industry. Licensing fees, royalties to artists, and even cloud hosting expenses have all gone up. For Spotify, which depends on streaming billions of songs every day, these costs add up quickly. So while it might seem like a simple pound increase at scale, it represents millions in extra revenue each year. But there's a big risk here: subscriber churn. That's the business term for when people cancel. The question now is how many UK users will actually leave over this £1 increase. For some, it's not much money, and Spotify's massive music library and personalized playlists still make it worth it. But for others, especially students and budget-conscious families, it's another expense at a time when everything feels more expensive. Industry watchers say Spotify is walking a fine line. If too many users cancel, the company could lose more revenue than it gains from the hike. But if most people stay, Spotify's profits will look a lot healthier, and investors will be happy. It's also worth noting that Spotify isn't alone in raising prices. Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon Music have all done the same in the past couple of years. Subscription services across the board are slowly becoming more expensive, especially in mature markets like the UK, where most people who want these services already have them. When growth slows, companies often turn to price increases to keep earnings rising. For UK listeners, this latest Spotify price hike is yet another example of that trend. And while £1 a month might not seem huge, it comes at a time when household budgets are already stretched. That's why the reaction online has been so strong. People aren't just reacting to Spotify itself, but to the wider feeling that every subscription they rely on keeps getting more expensive. So what happens next? Analysts will be watching to see how many cancellations Spotify records in the coming months. If the churn rate spikes, the company may respond with new offers, promotions, or even special discounts to win users back. But if the numbers hold steady, it will confirm that Spotify can raise prices without losing too many subscribers, which should open the door for more increases in the future. As for Spotify's promise to continue to innovate, users will be expecting some real improvements. There's been talk for years about lossless audio quality, better podcast integration, and more social features. If Spotify wants to justify higher prices, it'll need to deliver on those upgrades soon. At the end of the day, the Spotify UK subscription price hike highlights a major shift in how streaming companies operate. The easy growth phase is over, and now they're focusing on making more money from the customers they already have. Whether that strategy pays off or pushes people away, will depend on how much value listeners feel they're getting for their money. So, what do you think? Is Spotify still worth $12.99 a month? Or is it time to cancel and switch to something else? That's all for today's breakdown of the Spotify UK subscription price hike. Thanks for listening. And if you found this useful, consider subscribing for more updates on streaming, tech, and digital media trends.